He'll get better, but he's definitely taken a step back, and it's just really unfortunate. It's been a disaster. This is what Jordan Peterson's daughter said to The Sun a few days ago. Jordan Peterson has contracted coronavirus. And if you've been following him, if you clicked on this video, I'm sure you have been following him. It's been a rough year for him. He's had pneumonia earlier this year. He's gotten addicted to benzos and been dealing with that and treatment and getting off of it. Now he's got coronavirus. The reason I bring this up is to, number one, of course, give you the news if you didn't know, but there's a few other reasons. And I've seen, since he's been sick, there's been people kind of coming out of the woodwork and, in my opinion, kicking him when he's down. And that makes me very uncomfortable because I agree with most of what Jordan Peterson says. Not all, but most. And I think that he's a great leader and, for the most part, a great example, a great role model. He loves family. He loves getting your life on track, which I'm all about. I'm all for, 100% support. And I think it's very, very strange that people are kind of coming out, kicking him when he's down. And it's this thing that's going on, the cancel culture and silencing free speech. And everybody supports free speech until they hear something that they don't like, that doesn't support their agenda. And not to sound too conspiracy theory, but this guy was kind of gaining a lot of momentum and then he gets sick all of a sudden. It's just very strange to me. So what I want you to do is continue to follow the tenets of the 12 rules of life. Continue to study Jordan Peterson and all of his videos and take what works for you. But the main thing is, don't let the people who are pushing the other way influence you, because you're getting a good set of standards, a good set of guidelines from this man on how to conduct yourself, how to be successful, and how to be an overall good human being. So don't let that influence from the other side discredit Jordan Peterson's work. I think this is very, very important to keep in mind. We're seeing something go on right now where free speech is kind of just in this weird area because we're in this place where you don't want to offend anybody. And when you're in this place where you don't want to offend anybody, you're self-censoring. So it's not really free speech at that point. If you're biting your tongue, you're kind of saying 70% of what you mean. So that's not really what you mean. You're swaying to other people. Now, of course, we always want to have dialogue. We always want to have conversation and hear both sides of the story. But if you don't agree with something, that's okay. If you have your principles, your standards, your guidelines that you live your life by, it's okay to stick to that. We don't have to accept some stuff that's complete and utter bullshit. Listen to your heart. Talk to God. They will get you on the right path. That will show you what is right for you. Jordan Peterson talked about how the pressure of fame really changed his life. And you know, guys, I'm from Los Angeles, California. I worked in movies and been on a lot of movie sets. And I saw how when people get famous, I was around a lot of famous people and I saw how people treat them. And it's very difficult to navigate through life when fame is in the forefront because you don't know who you're dealing with. You're under constant scrutiny. I mean, if you take a sip of your coffee, someone has a comment about how you took a sip of your coffee. I mean, it gets really, really insane. So I understand, you know, this can be something that influences health. But I guess the point that I'm trying to make is I understand that he's feeling a pressure, right? And all of us who believe in him, we see him as this mythical figure. We have to remember that he's a human being. I'm sure he'll bounce back, but as I keep coming back to, whatever happens, continue to apply his 12 rules of life, his teachings from the Christian series video, the teachings from, any series you want to take from it, whatever works from you, take it, apply it, and just don't forget about this guy. Don't let the cancel culture cancel this man and kick this man when he's down. All right? So we're in a spiritual battle right now. It is a crazy, crazy battle between good and evil. Make sure you stay on the side of good. Let's work on that. Peace and love. Your boy GP. Leave your comments below. Let me know how you're dealing with all this. Till the next one. Done.